Hello and welcome to our midweek Bible study from Mackville Christian Church, our Word on Wednesday, April the 10th. And I'm calling this the Eclipse edition. I hope you survived the eclipse okay. Obviously, if you're watching this video, you did. You know, Monday, as I was preparing to watch that eclipse and then stepped outside to get that glimpse of that very rare event, I was struck by something that should have been apparent to everyone. Not just the glory of God's creation. Even Monday, I was looking outside at the trees around my yard that are budding. You could hear the birds chirping. You could see all these great things that we sometimes take for granted. I have a creek in my backyard, and I sometimes just am in awe of the little things you see happening around that creek. A couple of weeks ago, we had some geese there, and it was just so amazing to watch God's creation. I travel. When Stephanie and I travel, we often go over the Appalachian Mountains, and sometimes I'm just taken aback by how beautiful that drive is. Or if you've ever been out west, say to Colorado, and see the Rocky Mountains, it's just breathtaking that you see that grandeur of God's creation. And even when I look outside at night, I think of creation. I see the moon, it looks so close sometimes, and it's 250,000 miles away or thereabout. I know where to look up in the sky to see the Big Dipper. And I always note Orion's belt. If you don't know what that is, you look up in the sky, there's 3 stars in a row, and they're just very prominent in the sky. Well, astronomers say they are over 1,000 light years away from the Earth. So you can look out and see those things, and it just hits you what the hymn writer said when he said, "O Lord my God, when I in awesome wonder consider all the worlds thy hands have made, I see the stars, I hear the rolling thunder, thy power throughout the universe displayed." We saw that Monday. I want to talk a little bit about this. We've pretty much finished Titus, and we're in a week of transition. And so I want to talk about the eclipse a little bit. I took this picture from my front yard Monday afternoon. As you can see, we had clouds. And so I wasn't able to get a great photo or see the entire thing. In fact, when the eclipse was at its very peak, the clouds totally blocked out the sun. This picture was taken a few moments before that. And we had between 97 and 98% of an eclipse. It wasn't total here. You can still see just a little bit of the sun, but we had that. And you can see just the amazing thing of the sun showing that little bit behind the moon. But have you thought about how rare a solar eclipse is? The last one that was visible in our area was in August of 2017. We were close there. It was in totality around Hopkinsville, Kentucky, and all the way up to Carbondale, Illinois, in that area. But the last one I remember before that was in 1970 when I was in the 6th grade. We didn't have those crazy looking glasses at that time, but we were told if you want to watch the eclipse, take 2 sheets of paper, punch a hole in one, and hold them up apart, and you can look down at the reflection of the eclipse. But you know, the eclipse is an event that's so rare. Yet, we can study it and know when they're going to happen. The next one that's going to be a next total eclipse that will be visible in the United States and will be out west is in 2044. And I saw on the news last night that the next one that will be visible in Kentucky is in 2099. Now, that all says something about God's power. That says something about creation. And then the knowledge that He can set this universe in such order that we can pinpoint those things. That's something that's not random. R.L. Solberg wrote, "An eclipse is a cosmic reminder that the universe is not a random collection of matter and events that just happen by chance. The cosmos is so finely tuned that we can know precisely where every heavenly body will be 200 years from now, down to the minute. These events remind us that the universe is not an accident, neither are we. God made both, and He is in control." Again, "O Lord my God, when I in awesome wonder consider all the worlds your hands have made." You're a special person. God made you. God made this earth. God made this universe. And He's in control. Let's not take that wonder for granted. At the same time, though, it kind of troubles me when I see the hysteria that some people wanted to attach to the eclipse. They'll try to find something, anything, to make some kind of prophetic or apocalyptic reference. But there's somewhere on Earth that we have a solar eclipse every 18 months. It just changes the location because of the shape of the Earth and the orbit of the Moon. And again, that points to the fact that God's in control. We live in a messed up world, but we still need to remember God's in control. You know, I don't doubt people's intentions or their sincerity when they try to attach something prophetic to some event like the eclipse. But I think that sometimes we can lose our focus on Jesus. We need to remember that even creation tells us about God. And Paul talks about that in Romans chapter 1. Even looking around, we're told about God. The psalmist said, "The heavens declare the glory of God, and the skies proclaim the work of His hands." Let's never forget that. Now, I want to just change gears real quickly. We plan to start our discussions about the movie The War Room this week, but we've had a couple of glitches and decided to delay that for a week. I'm still working on a way to address this in our videos, and our other life group leaders really could use another week to prepare, and that's okay. And so I just want to remind you, take advantage of our life groups. Chris and Amanda Taylor will be leading one group, and you can see them for when this will be meeting. My group meets during the Sunday school hour at 9:30 on Sunday morning. This is a great, great movie. We watched it together Friday night. It has so many spiritual lessons. It's a great, great movie. If you've not seen it, you can find it on YouTube. You can buy it from Amazon. You can rent it on demand from several different service providers. It's 2 hours long, but it's very much worth taking that 2 hours of your time. Now, we finished our studies of Titus, but I encourage you to go back on this YouTube channel if you've missed anyone, to go back and look at those studies and come prepared to talk a little bit more about Titus during our Sunday school hour this week. And we'll also talk a little bit about the war room and what I said about the eclipse earlier in this video. Folks, we've got so many great things happening at Mackville. We just want you to be a part. Let God work through you. Let God work through you. There's no telling what we can do if we totally surrender to God. Folks, I love you very much. I love you. I look forward to being with you. I'm proud to be your minister. See you Sunday.